Yikes, it's so hot in here. These windows let in too much sun. Let's fix that. Because the van gets so hot, I went ahead and went to Lowe's and got a roll of Reflectix. I went ahead and I just took a piece at a time, more or less for the size of the windows. These are for the front windows. Cut it out, I placed it inside the window, and I got pretty much about the shape that it's going to be. But I don't want it to look like this when it's looking outside. So I'm going to be using some fabric on the Reflectix so that it doesn't look so shiny and obvious. I could have sprayed it, but I didn't want to. It gets awfully hot in there. The van is pretty well insulated, but still it has a lot of windows, so it does get hot. I do live in Florida, and it is very hot here in the summertime, even in the springtime. I got pretty much the shape of the windows, and I went ahead and placed it, and I took a marker and traced the shape. I left a little bit so that I can go ahead and make this, just put it in and it'll stick by itself. Compression fit on the window so that I won't have to add any magnets or any Velcro. But I am going to put some fabric on it. I went to Walmart and got some curtain panels, and I'm using them. Curtain panels that are that block the sun, room darkening panels. So much cheaper to buy if you go ahead and buy it by the yard at the fabric store. Just go ahead, and you can even get them at the thrift shops. But I went ahead, and this was the color I needed. I found them at Walmart for like $13 for 2 panels, 84 inches in length. That was enough to do the back windows and to do the side panels as well. So I'm going to go ahead and sew these on, but first let me cut the fabric to size. This is the panel I got. You get 2 of them. Depending on the size, they're like $12, $14. Just regular old Walmart brand. And this was the fabric color that I needed. It matches the inside of the van, and it has the room darkening fabric in the back, so it's perfect. In the back 2 windows, I did not use the Reflectix. I went ahead and put a little curtain rod, and I made 2 small curtains out of that. I'll show you that later. But first, let me go ahead and cut the fabric that I need to size. I'm using the floor, biggest space I have in the house, so I'm going to oversize the cut so I can have enough to work with. I'm just getting an approximation. little disclaimer, I am not a professional sewer. I have a sewing machine. I know the basics on how to use it. I can get by. So please, don't criticize me for the way I cut this pattern out. But if you do, it's your prerogative. Criticize, say what you want to say. Okay, that's the first one. Let me go ahead and do the other one. I bought a new gimbal for my phone, this is like my first, not my first, but my second, third time using it, so I'm trying to get it to where I understand how it all works. It has a bunch of different features, and actually if you're going to be doing some YouTubing, I suggest you get a gimbal if you're going to be using your phone. It's for the cost of it and for the quality of pictures and the shots and the shots that you can get in the frames. I suggest you get one. I probably do a video on it later. Okay. Whenever this is just a rough shape, I'm going to overlap it anyway, so that I can have enough space. I'll sew it on and cut the rest of it off. I just don't want to cut it too short. Gotta overcut it. Sure do wish I had a table big enough to cut these. Okay, pretty much roughly shaped. Now, let's go to the sewing machine. I know. I should have used some straight pins to hold this into shape, which I may still do. If I can find. Don't do that. Okay, let me use some straight pins. Make sure like I said, the took sewing in high school, and that was about it. Made a couple of stuffed animals. Got a good grade. That's when we had home economics. Home economics, where we learn how to sew and how to cook. I think we need to go back to learning how to do some basic stuff like cooking, financing, take a course in, we had nursing courses. Metal shop, wood shop, things we could actually use. Okay, let's see how this works. I want it to be too tight, so maybe just roll it up a little bit. Because of the thickness of this Reflectix material, you kind of have to push it along. Okay, so I went ahead and finished the other one after I refilled my bobbin, and I'm almost done with the second one. I just wanted to show you that I'm leaving extra material on the side so that when you put it in, there's enough material you can stick in the grooves of the window. So, went ahead, finished up the second one. Like I said, I left some extra material. That way I can have some overlap and enough where I can just compression fit this into the grooves. I could have folded it over, but sometimes you don't get that good compression fit because I've had these on before I put the material on, and it just works a whole lot better with the compression fit. So next, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut around it and go test them out. Okay, now I'm at the van. Let's see if these how these fit. Okay, they fit pretty good. Let's see how they look on this side. Not too shabby. So now all I need to do is trim around it, take some of that fabric off. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't cut too close. There's a small tiny gap over here, but because I have extra fabric, you'll never see it. Let me go ahead and cut it. Well, I think they came out pretty good. Probably saved myself a couple $100. Those ones that you buy custom made can be very, very costly. And these will only be on when I need it to block the sun out. So those are the two in the front. I went ahead and did these. I have two side doors. Put these in. And for the back, instead of using the material on the Reflectix, I made two small curtains. I kind of like the little curtains because when I'm driving, I can go ahead and fold them up and out of the way. I do have reflectors that go into these two, so if I need to, I can put them on at nighttime when I'm in the campground. But just wanted to show you. And since, like I said, this van has lots of windows, but fortunately, these three large windows came with shades. This is the driver's side. There we go. I like the way these came out. So cute. So I did have to also cut the curtains came with two panels, 84 inches long, and I did have to put one of those curtain rods. Actually, I need to get a smaller screw. This one's sticking out, or I can grind it down. It fit pretty well. And then to hold the curtains from flapping around, just use some Velcro. That'll hold it in place. And that was it. Hey, if I can do it, so can you. So save yourself a couple of dollars. Now for the front windshield, I have this one here, but it's not quite wide enough. I do have this here that will cover it, but right now just using it to insulate the refrigerator, which is not on.
at the moment. But I can switch it out. I just leave this one in here for now. Let me show you the curtains from the inside. Oh, nice shot of the garbage cans. With those two curtain panels, I have all of this left over. So I'll save it, use it for something else. Time for a peanut butter banana break. My dog is looking at me, saying, hurry up, because I know that I always get a piece. When you have some of that, he's already licking his chops. I'll show you him in a second. Got a piece right there for him. Come. Come. Speak. Speak. Louder. Speak. Louder. Speak. Louder. Okay, good boy. Good boy. Okay, that was for you. The rest for me.